John Clark, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Good morning to both of you.
First of all, let's talk about how have you guys survived the work being done at the Arch?
Well, as I've said to a couple people, it's like when you redo your kitchen, but it was a big kitchen redo, I got to tell you. It's been 5 years, design and, the dust. And
right.
Closing of the streets and what have you. It's been rough.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough. But now you guys are excited because it's a whole new life for the landing, right?
Yeah, and you mentioned you can see the landing from the Arch, and guess what? You can see the Arch from the landing.
Right.
So as you walk down 2nd Street, you got a clear view right through the bridge and see everything over there.
Let's talk about that. For those who don't know, that big, giant, ugly parking lot was torn down, and now it's an absolutely gorgeous, sort of beautiful garden, right?
Yeah, it's a bowl area that the whole renovation was born of people wanting to make the Arch more of an active park.
Right.
And you could not do that considering the fact that Saarinen and his design only allowed any kind of activity to the very far south end and north end of the area. So on the north end where they built the garage, that's where then they could have this active part of the park.
Right.
So they have created a lot of small theater areas, which are very cool, and you can see that. You can go there and see that now. It's the museum that we're still waiting on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not finished.
What else is going on at the landing we should know about?
Well, we just got finished with our Big Money Blues Festival.
Sure.
Very successful this year. We had probably more bands wanting to get into the festival than we had. We had like 51 groups, all St. Louis music, all blues music. And as I said, everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who live here in St. Louis, they kind of forget about the landing sometimes because it is a tourist destination for a lot of people. So what can locals expect? Because I see you have a new dog park too, so that's very interesting to me. At least for me, that's interesting.
I don't really care about anything else. Talk about the dog park.
Yeah, I created the dog park with the help of Purina, and this week we couldn't find the key to put the new bags in the little potty containers. It's the small things in life.
Yes.
But no, I think you're gonna start seeing is we have gone through some rough times. We are down to about 7 bars and restaurants, and at one point in time we had 15 bars and restaurants. Now we've got 2 being built, actually 3 being built right now. And I think what's going to start happening is St. Louis is going to start seeing smaller venues versus what was in the landing for years and years with these much bigger. I happen to own a place called Jake's Steak, and it was 7,000 square feet. Right now, it's being cut down to service 2 separate restaurants. And I've actually got somebody interested in coming into my piece of real estate down there also.
You visit the Arch. I mean, everyone should go see the Arch, especially now with all of the millions that they're being spent renovating it. But that landing, right? I mean, that's sort of the last place where you can go and see what St. Louis was like, right? I mean, that's like walking into a time machine.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. I mean, it is where it all started. And I was just with a designer that does a lot of design work across the globe. And he's from St. Louis, and he thinks 2nd Street is the prettiest street on earth.
Right.
So charming.
And yes, very charming. And I think we've done a real good job, our community improvement district has, of keeping up the landing, doing the flowers and working with, the botanists to make sure everything is okay. It's a great street.
All right, so anything people should be paying attention to the next couple of weeks and months? Anything we should look forward to down at the landing? Any big?
Well, like I said, there's a place, 3 places being built right now, and that we're looking for a late fall opening on those. 2 of those will be in the building on 2nd Street, right next to where you walk into the Arch grounds.
Right.
We have Morgan Street Brewery.
Yeah, still going strong.
Still going very strong. I was there last night. Spaghetti Factory. It's a tourist destination, but it really has changed over the years, and it's still something to see. It's actually bigger than it used to be. Joey B's, small place, Big Daddy's. So we still have the places that have been there for years and would love to have people come out.
And there's nothing like visiting your own hometown either, because
Right.
people who still never been to the Arch, and if you haven't been to the Arch in a while, shame on you. But what they're doing down there is, I mean, it's unbelievable.
The museum, and they've got $38 million worth of displays that will be put in to the museum in about 3 months. And I have seen some of the things that they're doing, and I think I'm somewhat traveling, but I've never seen anything like it. It's incredible.
It really, truly is incredible. John Clark, president of the Laclede's Landing. John, you're always welcome here. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you very much.
You got it. 811, Big 550.